here. Welcome to the show, guys. Sorry about that with the audio. We're back now, so hang in there with us, guys. I want to be able to deliver to you in the way that we should. Welcome to Sports Static Thursday Night Football. Man, all I can tell you guys is this. The crazy thing about this. Joe, it's freaking week 11, I said, Joe.
Hey, John, it is week 11. I'm excited to talk some football, man, and some crazy things happened last Sunday, so we've got to talk about that today.
Crazy things happening last Sunday. I mean, right away when you're talking crazy things happening last Sunday, are you talking about football, or are you talking about where you woke up in the morning? I don't know, Joe.
Hey, definitely bold, because I had a crazy weekend as well, but hey, John, just like we were talking about backstage, the Falcons-Saints game, the upset with the Falcons, and you called it with Drew Brees.
Well, I mean, I don't know if I want to go all the way saying I called what was going to happen, but what I did do was shed a little bit of light, and I said, watch out now, Drew Brees' stats weren't as great as everybody may think they were prior to the thumb injury. His numbers were going down. He had a great defense to carry him. He had a good team, but his numbers were not the same, and actually they started falling off the prior year. So, guys, when you see that and that craziness of, really it wasn't a major upset, it was a blowout, actually. I think the Falcons, and Joe, I'm just going on a whim here, but what I'm thinking is that the Falcons are like, okay, wait a second. There's no way Drew Brees is coming off of this injury, ready to go game speed, NFL game speed, and just going to step in here. We're blitzing the ship high in transit out of him.
Hey, I agree, John. They definitely did that. And it's the first time in a while since the Saints haven't scored double digits at home. So the Falcons did a great job. Matt Ryan looked good. The defense looked really good, the Falcons. So, and I said it before, I believed in them, and, they kind of let me down. This is kind of a disappointing season, but they definitely stepped up in that game.
I mean, Joe, the thing about it is I think that the Falcons may have been offended a little bit.
Yep.
And it may have been something as simple as a team meeting in the locker room that just went, look, guys, I'm not in the NFL. I'm making millions, but I'm not here to be the laughing stock of the NFL and thinking that, this is just a win. Chalk it up as a win. They just played a really aggressive game defensively, and it was something to see. There's no doubt about that. It was something to see. I want to say hello. Ian's on the show. Maria's there. Can you hear me now? Zane, can you hear me now? As you see, guys, we went through multiple different systems that we're streaming live with. We've had to go back to our original system. If you're catching an audio problem, if you're catching a video problem, please bear with us. FedEx and UPS can only get here so fast. And, this is live. This is live on the web. Things go wrong, so just bear with us, and we'll see what we can get going. Producer Dave, I'm going to switch over to real quick. Producer Dave, how's it going back there? If you could just turn for us for 1 second. Guys, there's Producer Dave.
Dave.
Okay, great. Go ahead, Dave. Producer Dave, we'd love to be able to hear you, but we didn't hear a damn word you said, so I'm guessing you joined a group, right, Producer Dave? Okay, so we're having technical problems with Producer Dave's microphone, but we'll get that settled away there. And right away I see Ian, we say hi, and from Wayne Thompson, he wants to start Juju or Landry tonight over Gallup. Juju or Landry over Gallup.
I agree. Definitely agree. I think Juju's going to have a good night. And, I think Juju's going to have a great night over Gallup. I mean, I don't really trust the Cowboys. They always seem to lose it in the last seconds of the game. So I think that's a good pick.
Yeah, I think it's a good pick, too. So good luck with that one, my friend. Guys, we'll get some feedback, I'm sure, coming pretty soon as far as if the audio's too. I think people use the word EF If it's too F.
2F.
I think that's a phrase that people are using, like effed up or something like that.
Oh, yeah, EFF.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I don't know, Joe. They'll let us know, right, Joe?
Yeah, let us know.
Joe,
Let us
what
know.
were some other big surprises that you had over there on Sunday? Some big surprises.
Some big surprises. Definitely the Titans and the Chiefs, man. I thought with Patrick Mahomes back, he played a great game. Like, he played a really good game. I don't think he could have done any better. That defense definitely needs work. Ryan Tannehill was doing really well. Derrick Henry did well. Yeah, that was a surprise, man. I thought Kansas City would have taken that one.
Derrick Henry did really well, and I did like that running back duo we were talking about in Cleveland, which we're going to get to here shortly, because I think you're going to see a lot more of what we were talking about on that show. Is that if Cleveland's smart, they're going to be running that the running back duo there, because it's effective and it can take that heat off of Baker Mayfield's back. Is exactly what we talked about on the last show, and it's what we saw, Joe.
Yeah, that Browns Steelers game is going to be really good. Look, Ian, I'm going with the Steelers today just because of that defense. That defense is incredible. It's a really good defense, and I think, just like you said, John, I think they're going to get at Baker Mayfield. So I think it's going to be a good game, though.
Yeah, they're going to get after him, and I mean, I'm with you on that they're going to get after him, but I just don't know, because the first thing that Pittsburgh defense needs to be prepared and ready to do is to shut down the run of what I think are two all-pro running backs in the backfield. And if they put them back there together and put one out in the slot and put one out as receiver, just getting the ball in their hands. I mean, guys, you're looking at one hell of a running back in Chubb. The guy runs extremely hard. So now you mix that up. Now he's got another all-pro running back there, Joe.
Yeah, with Kareem Hunt, I think they got their playmaker, honestly, man. But Nick Chubb, 116 yards, 20 carries. If the Steelers don't stop the run, I think it's going to be a tough game for them. But I still have them pulling the game out.
Yeah, and I think it's probably going to be a close game. That's what I'm thinking. That it's probably going to be a pretty close game, which is what we want to see anyway. Now, Ian probably wants to see a blowout. So Ian says, hey, guys, I can't stay flying to Connecticut for a funeral. Sorry to hear that, Ian. All I can say is Steelers win. And how about the Dolphins?
Yeah.
Ian, sorry, first of all, the best wishes to you and yours, and sorry for the loss. Yeah, Ian, whatever you did with the Miami Dolphins, you found some great glass cleaner. You cleaned off the crystal ball much better than I ever would have thought you did. In fact, Ian, this is for you. Ian, this is for you right now. So Ian must have broke out some special glass cleaner, because Ian said that his upset was the Miami Dolphins, Joe.
Hey,
and
I like it, John.
But we were wondering, Joe. Were we not wondering, Joe, if he was on some sort of psychedelics, I said?
I think he's probably on a couple psychedelics. He's probably on them right now heading to Connecticut.
And so we were just we were worried. We admit it. We just didn't know. But it turns out that Ian had a much clearer crystal ball than we did. And look at what happened. Those Miami Dolphins, Joe, those Miami Dolphins, they pulled it off, Joe, and they pulled it off with style. Come on.
They did. Your favorite quarterback, John, Ryan Fitzpatrick, played a good game, man. Brian Hoyer just, he didn't do very well, so that's why the Dolphins won.
I mean, Fitz.
Yep, Fitz.
Fitz magic. He made some plays, man. He's crazy, isn't he? Like, he runs the ball, Joe.
He does run the ball, and I like his slide too. It's pretty funny.
His slides, everything that he does, it's almost like no fear. Fitz, no fear. he just plays with some swag, man. I mean, the guy really looks like he's having a great time out there. I don't think he needs I really don't think that Fitz needs a chin strap.
No, definitely not.
He's got a squirrel on his chin.
You know what squirrels eat?
We do know.
Yeah.
We do know. I was trying to link in here with one of my things, Joe, and it's not working. Guys, I don't know what to tell you. We're just having a little technical problem. So, Dave, what's going on with the watch parties here? We can't hear you at all whatsoever. We still can't hear you. Can you hear him just from the room, Joe?
What did you say, Dave?
The mic is not working.
Mic is not working.
Yeah, but we just want to know what you said. Okay. All right, maybe we can put a post in the chat room and tell them to go ahead and throw their picks at us. We can start throwing some posts ourselves in those rooms and get people to slam it onto us. I don't know where the posts are coming up, Dave. I'm on Sports Static, and I haven't really seen anything come my way except from Wayne Thompson. So, anyway, moving right along. Joe, we're going to have to get into some fantasy stuff, and while we're waiting to see if this picks up a little bit here, let's go ahead and talk about the Thursday game. Pittsburgh Steelers go in to the Cleveland Browns. Joe, I'll tell you right even before I get over there to you, you know who I'm taking them. I'm taking them all the time, dude, and that's how good and how upset I am with the coaching staff in Cleveland. I know a lot of people think the Cleveland Browns are overrated. I don't think so. I think the Cleveland Browns are good enough to win every game they played this year. And as a matter of fact, I've picked them in every single game. I'm picking them again today, Joe.
Yeah, John. I think the Browns have the most talented team, but I don't think they're the best. I don't think Freddie Kitchens is a very good coach, to be honest. His play calls are suspect. They're really questionable. I'm taking the Steelers. I'm with Ian on this one. I think the Steelers are going to do pretty well. Their defense is really good. I think when they picked up Minka Fitzpatrick, it just made the Steelers that much better. I think Rudolph's a pretty good quarterback as well. I got the Steelers in this one, man.
I mean, even with, like I'm saying when I'm picking them, I really don't, Joe, think they're the best team, but I do think they've been capable of winning every game that they've been in this year, and I'm throwing it off on Kitchens, man. He made some foolish things, and part of when you're making foolish things, you can lose the locker room. I mean, there's a lot of things that can happen, Joe.
Yeah, I agree. I think the Browns did well last game. They beat the Bills, so you're right. They could beat any team. So they did well against the Bills. They held them off. Baker looked good. 238 yards, 2 touchdowns. He did well, and I like seeing that from Baker. I think he's a good quarterback. So
I think he's a good quarterback too, and really, I think he's a great quarterback. He just really he needs to be coached, Joe. I mean, he really does, Joe. He needs to be coached, and I think if he's coached, that it's going to be night and day when someone's in there running off, making real wise football decisions, Joe.
Yeah, I agree. I think Freddie Kitchens is gone after this year, to be completely honest. It depends how the Browns do. If they drop some games as late as it is in the season, I think he's gone. So we're going to have to see. I think it's going to be a good game, though.
I think it's going to be a good game, too, and I seriously can't wait for it, Joe. I mean, I cannot wait for that game. So, Joe, why don't you go ahead and break it down for me while I exit the show momentarily, and break it down if somebody were to basically set up some maybe DraftKings or whatever else for tonight, some players that they may want to start or sit in tonight's Thursday game, Joe.
Okay, tonight's Thursday game, I would start Nick Chubb, even though the Pittsburgh defense has been good. It's pretty much the Pittsburgh secondary that's really good, and T.J. Watt on that D line. So I'd start Nick Chubb. I'd also start Juju because I think Denzel Ward's been getting beat because that's normally Denzel Ward's the #1 cornerback on that team, and he got beat last week. So I think Juju has a good game. I'd also start Rudolph, to be completely honest. If you need a budget quarterback, I'd get Rudolph, and he probably doesn't cost much in DraftKings, so Rudolph's probably a good budget quarterback. He's been doing pretty well. And then James Conner's back this week, so I like James Conner, so I'd start the running backs on both teams. James Conner's coming back from injury. I think he does well. And Kareem Hunt, man. Kareem Hunt got me 14 points when I started him, so I think you can start him as well. I think he's going to be in the offense a lot more. He's going to get a lot more snaps. So those are the fantasy guys I would pick from. And so the other guy, this game's really going to come down to defense and how well Mason Rudolph does and how well Baker Mayfield does. I just think the Steelers' defense is a lot better than the Browns, to be completely honest. Baker Mayfield, he did well against the Bills, and the Bills' defense is really good. I think the Bills' defense is... I mean, the Steelers and the Bills' defense is pretty close, but I think the Bills' defense is a little bit better with Poyer in the secondary, Tre'Davious White. So I think I think that defense is good, but I think the Steelers are definitely going to pull it out today. I mean, they're a very good team.
All right, guys. So, hey, first and foremost, we're going to get hauling ass right now, and here's why we're going to haul ass. We had a little bit of a problem with the post not coming through on my end of the studio here, and everybody's been posting, and I haven't seen a damn thing. So we're going to fly now. Joe, are you ready?
I'm ready.
We're going to fly now. Guys, first and foremost, thank you for coming back to the show. So Maria, Todd, what's up? We're going to fly right now. I got all your posts coming in, so let's go ahead and start moving it, and we're going to get the questions to you. Okay, from Todd Culver, Witten or Doyle to replace Ingram? Joe.
Yeah, definitely Jack Doyle. He did well yesterday on Sunday, and he got a touchdown, so Jack Doyle's a must start.
From Nathan Davis, welcome to the show. Connor or Coleman?
I'd start Tevin Coleman because James Conner's coming off an injury, so I think Coleman's a must start.
All right, from Jake Westover, Landry or Calvin Ridley?
I think, Ridley's going to be covered by Lattimore probably, so I'd go, who did he say? The other guy.
He said it was...
Landry. I'd go Landry.
Landry or Calvin, and I would go Landry myself, too. And then Todd Hesser says, yo, back to you, pal. David McGarvey, Hunt or no start? Hunt or no start?
Hunt. Hunt's gonna do well. He's gonna get a lot more snaps.
Kevin Mullen, Hunt or play McKissick? Sunday, manage. Hunt or play McKissick?
Well, McKissick's coming off a game that he didn't really do much, so I'd go Hunt.
So going Hunt on that one. From Hemi, I'm going to just call you Hemi. I'm not going anywhere near your last name right now. 392. Oh, from Hemi 392. That's an engine. I know that much. A 392 Hemi. I appreciate your enthusiasm, pal. Landry or Cup?
Ooh, that's a good pick. Let me see who the Rams are playing real quick. But I like what Cooper Kupp's been doing, man. They play the Bears. I'd go Landry.
Landry, guys. Landry is no BS. Okay. Baker's comfortable with Landry. If you're gonna double up Beckham, guess who's going to be there? Landry. And Landry, to me, is high-class receiver, guys. Landry's a damn good receiver. He plays with intensity and passion. Joe, would you agree on that one with Landry?
I agree. So, Jarvis, you have to start him.
Kevin Mullen, Hunt, McKissick, or Rojo?
Oh, man, I'm a Bucs fan. I mean, I'll go Rojo because Rojo's getting the most carries out of all of them.
Steve Carbonat, And Steve, I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, but welcome to the show, Steve. Should I trade Connor for Mixon? Good question.
That's a good question.
I don't know Connor's situation.
I mean, I wouldn't, just because the Bengals, they're not very good, and they just stack the box against the Bengals. So I'd keep Connor, even though he's kind of banged up.
Gerard wants to know, Rivers or Carr? Gerard, welcome to the show, my friend.
Rivers or Carr?
Yes.
Oh, that's a good question. I like Derek Carr.
Man, I like Carr too, guys. I like Carr a lot on that one. From Travis Bolstein, start OBJ tonight or play Sutton?
Ooh, that's a good question too, because Odell's really not been getting any catches, but he has to have a breakout game someday. So I think today is going to probably be his day.
Frank Wright, Galladay or Edelman? Standard League.
Galladay.
Like that one. Jesse Rodriguez, trade E. Sanders for Juju. Straight up. What's up, Jesse?
No, I think both.
Sanders or Juju, straight up.
Yeah, I think that trade shouldn't happen. No.
Derek Mice, Eckler or D. Williams? Eckler or D. Williams?
Eckler, best second string running back in the league.
From now every time I see a name like this, guys, I'm gonna either say Jesus or Jesus. Take your pick. Okay? Villarreal. Man, I try my best to say your name, but what I will tell you is I appreciate your enthusiasm and thank you for being on the show, so you know who I'm talking to. Start OBJ against the Steelers, yes or no? I say yes.
I say yes as well.
Robert Knapp Jr. I have Chubb. Should I flex Hunt over Denver wide receiver Sutton?
It depends. I'm not sure because it's his first game back. This is his second game back, so I probably would start Sutton.
From Meredith Kirshner, who do I play, Doyle or McDonald? I had Hooper and Kittle.
Oh, yeah, I had Hooper too. I'd start Doyle. I think Doyle caught a touchdown, and he was targeted in the red zone a lot.
Doyle. Scott Nestor, what three to play? Hunt, Kamara, Ingram, Singletary. Tough.
Hunt, Kamara, and Ingram.
Hunt, Kamara.
No, actually
Ingram.
Singletary, because Hunt you don't really know.
Hunt you don't know. Hunt you don't know.
Yeah.
His first name's Mike. Okay. From Derek Mize. Derek, what's up? Hunt or Ertz in the flex?
I'd go Ertz because I have to see more from Kareem Hunt.
All right. Justin Darley. Debo or Marvin Jones?
I like Marvin Jones.
Marvin Jones it is. Debo or Marvin Jones. From Alida Ortiz. Call you Ortiz. Let's see. OBJ, Hunt, or Hollywood? Need two.
Oh, I'd go Hollywood and OBJ.
Kai Ware, Juju or Diggs? Full PPR. Juju or Diggs?
I'd go Juju because if Thielen isn't back, Diggs puts up no numbers.
Andrew Van Houten, Hunt or Michelle?
Oh, Sony Michelle. I have to go Sony Michelle. I swear, man, if Kareem Hunt goes off today.
And you know what? That's just the way it goes, too. From Steve Carbonas. Steve, you're back again. I appreciate you, buddy. And I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. Should I trade Connor for Mixon? Didn't he already say that? But you know what, Steve? What I'll tell you is that we were late on getting everybody's post in, so you probably were thinking we didn't answer you, which is kind of a sign on how far behind I really am. So, Steve, when you're asking trade Connor for Mixon, here's your reply, Joe.
Yeah, I would keep Connor because the Bengals' offensive line isn't good. So, yeah, I'd keep Connor.
Okay, here you go from Travis. Start OBJ tonight or play Sutton?
I mean, these are good questions. I think, personally, I would go OBJ if you want to risk it. He hasn't been getting many targets, but I think he gets a lot of targets today.
All right. Donnie Red Hayes, Evan Ingram. Pick him, or is he out?
If he's not out, I think it's Evan Ingram, but I think someone else said he's out. So
Othman wants to know, should I start OBJ and Hunt tonight?
Yeah. Yep. I mean, I would. I'd take a risk on him, yeah.
Ricardo Sanchez, pick one. Jeffrey, Pascal, or Conley?
Jeffrey.
From Kai Ware, Juju or Diggs, full PPR?
Juju. Diggs isn't getting any targets.
Marco Antonio, Watkins or OBJ?
I'd go Odell personally.
From Jackson D, Diggs or Sutton, then Drake or Goose? Standard. Goosey.
He said Juju?
Yes.
I'd go Juju and the other guys?
Diggs or Sutton, then Drake or Juice?
Oh, he said, okay. Sutton and then I'd go Juice.
Kalen Spro, Connor or Hunt, already playing OBJ?
I'd go James Conner because he gets a lot more carries than Kareem Hunt.
Larry Goad, Connor playing tonight.
Yeah, he's playing tonight.
He's playing tonight. James Trent, Hunt, Balaj, or Juice, PPR?
I like Hunt. I'd take the risk on him, so.
Okay, moving right along. Michelle Cassetta. Okay, I hope I said that right. Welcome to the show. Forgive me if I'm saying your name wrong, but welcome to the show. Hunt or Galladay, PPR?
Galladay.
From AJ Smithington, what happens with running backs tonight? All 4 start options. The running backs tonight are going to be on fire, I said. That's what they're going to be. They're going to be on fire, kind of like you are when you eat jalapenos. And what happens when you eat jalapenos? You're hot. That's what you are, Joe.
Yeah, all the running backs could definitely go off. I could see it.
Yes, they're all going to go off tonight. From Brad McGilvery, start Beckham or Crowder?
Crowder did well last week, but I just think Odell's going to have a good game today, even though the secondary is good, so I would start Odell.
Alicia Mantel, thoughts on Juice?
Is this is Jarvis Landry, right? Yeah. So I think he does well today, to be honest. Especially if Odell's getting doubled, I think he's definitely going to get a lot of receptions.
Praharsh, Bell or Lindsey?
Le'Veon. Le'Veon's still a really good running back. So.
And then he also has a question with Godwin or Evans?
Oh, come on. Oh, man. Hey, everyone knew that's watching. I'm a big Bucks fan, so I like the Bucks questions. I'd go Evans.
Jason Trostel, I have Chubb, Jacobs, Coleman, Eckler, and was thinking of sitting Chubb. P.S. I also have Pittsburgh D. Who am I playing?
He said Chubb, Eckler.
Yes, he said he has Chubb, Jacobs, Coleman, Eckler, and was thinking of sitting Chubb. I mean, Joe, I'm telling you right now, that's a tough thing, but I wouldn't sit Chubb.
I wouldn't sit Chubb either, but if you want to be safe, I'd go Coleman and Jacobs. Jacobs been doing really well, and Coleman has too. So.
All right, from Scott Nestor, anybody help me? Yeah, we'll help you, Scott. Scott, all you got to do is ask for help, my friend. Just ask for help, and you got it. So, Scott says, anybody help me? I got Kamara, Singletary, Ingram, and Hunt. I have Hunt out due to a matchup, but that has bit me. Okay? He's saying that's bit him in the ass before. So, he wants help. He has Kamara, Singletary, Ingram, and Hunt, but he has Hunt out due to a matchup.
Personally, Kamara's going against the Bucks. The Bucks' run defense is good, but I would start Kamara and Ingram. So, yeah.
Back to the Hemi 392. What 3 would you start? Landry, Kupp, Amari, Tyreek, Julio. Thanks, guys. And no, thank you, Hemi392. I appreciate your enthusiasm, pal.
Okay, I'd go Tyreek Hill, and look, I think Julio's one of the best receivers in the league. It's just he's not a great fantasy player. Who are the other guys he said?
He's got, let's see, Landry, Cup, Amari, Tyreek, Julio.
Oh,
So we know we got Julio, right?
No, we got Tyreek, and I would go what is it?
Landry, Cup, Amari.
Amari. I'd go Amari. Yeah.
So you're going to go Tyreek,
Yeah, Amari's toe.
Amari,
Yeah.
and Julio.
Yeah, Amari's. Did you see him in his game and he was toe touching in the end zone? That was amazing.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. From Todd Culver, he says Murray, Cousins, or Darnold. Murray, Cousins, or Darnold.
I like Cousins. I think Kirk Cousins did well against Dallas, and I think he does well again.
Scott's coming back, and he's saying, yeah, but Kamara has a worse matchup. Now, I'm not so sure who he's talking back to, but there's a couple people that are commenting to each other, which is really good, guys. Keep it up. Thanks, Scott. Dude, that's dudes. That don't answer the question they asked for. Well, Scott, why don't you go ahead and ask us the question again, and we'll see what we can do, dude.
I mean, yeah.
So I don't know what you're saying. Scott, like, we're going one question after another here. You got to be a little bit more. We've answered freaking, I don't know, 100 questions. Okay, let's see. There's Scott. Scott, just try again, bud. Have a good one. He's bummed. I'm missing the rest of both of your shows. Missing out on some of the Steelers game also. Take care. Be safe. See you in a week. Ian, we'll see you in a week. You can find the internet where you're going, bud. Take care and have a safe trip, Ian. From Sam Breeding, Stafford done for the year. I don't know about that. Is that true? Stafford done for the year?
Honestly, it was put out that Stafford was done for the year, but then a new report came out that he's probably coming back this season, I believe. So I hope he does.
All right, Scott, I keep getting Scott, and I'm so far behind. Scott, I don't even know when you asked this because I'm so far behind. But, of course, you start, Chubb. We want to know about Hunt is who you want to know about.
Look,
I mean, if you're asking me, Joe, go ahead.
I mean, to be honest, man, you know as well as I do because Hunt's played one game. He got 14 points in fantasy in my league, depending how you score it. He only had 4 carries. So I would personally go Kamara and Ingram, even though the Bucs D-line's good. The secondary's terrible. If they miss one tackle on the D-line, this guy's going for a touchdown. I think he does well, to be honest. So,
guys, and that's just the thing. With Hunt, with one game back, and he didn't get a lot of touches. But I mean, if you want to take a chance on him, it's not like you're talking about a rookie that we haven't seen before and we've only seen one game out of. We've seen tons of games out of Hunt. We know what he's capable of at the NFL level. So it's not like it's a rookie. It's just that he's only had one game back. So you know what's up with that. Brantley Colvin, Cole Beasley or Auden or Tate as my flex PPR league.
Is it Auden Tate or Golden Tate?
Auden Tate.
Yeah, I'd go the other guy.
Cole Beasley.
Yeah, Cole Beasley.
Alvaro Victoria, Brian Hill or Jarvis Landry?
Jarvis Landry.
From Donna Botello. Donna, I'm sorry if I got that wrong. Kareem Hunt or James White? Wow, tough.
Yeah, that's tough, but James White is getting more touches. He gets screens out of the backfield, so I'd go James White.
Kai Ware, Juju or Diggs?
Juju.
Mike Peterson, Kamara versus Tampa, number 1 rush, or Singletary versus Miami, number 28 rush.
Yeah, Singletary against Miami.
Okay, Singletary against Miami. From Ed Gutierrez, Samuel or D. Johnson? Samuel or D. Johnson?
Samuel.
Montana Mike, what's up? Starting Chubb and Hunt, how you feel about that? I feel good about it, but I'm not so sure Joe feels good about having the both of Chubb and Hunt. Joe?
Yeah, I like Chubb and Hunt. Chubb's one of the best running backs in the league. Hunt, we've seen him before he was suspended, and he was doing really well. So I like that. I like that starting lineup.
John Shooter, McLaren or Crowder? McLaren or Crowder?
Crowder.
Frank Boucher, McLaren or OBJ?
Odell.
From Sean Worm, pick 2 PPR. Juice, Debo, Hardman, Beasley.
I like Hardman and Jarvis.
Steve, from Steve Bryce, Landry or Woods?
Oh, that's a good question. Goff hasn't been doing that great as of lately, but I'd start Woods just because he gets more receptions.
Elijah Mindora, should I chance Higgins on the slot now that Landry is opposite OBJ?
Yeah, I like that. That's actually a good idea.
From Anthony Morenz, let's see here. How about the Steelers D tonight? They've been decent. They have. Should I bench them and try to find one on the wire or just play it out?
I like the Steelers defense. Steelers defense is probably going to do well today. If they could stop the run, I think they definitely win the game.
They did good for me. I played them last week. Derek Reardon, start Steelers D or Bills D?
Who do the Bills play? That's the question.
That is the question, right, and I'm going to have to move on.
Yeah.
Nicholas, what's up, Nick? What? Beauregard.
Oh, definitely the Bills D. They're playing the Dolphins.
Okay, so did you hear that, guys?
Yeah, Bills D.
Joe,
no doubt.
say it again with Bills or the Steelers.
Bills defense. They're playing the worst team in the NFL, or the second worst team in the NFL.
But they're on a roll. The Miami Dolphins are on a freaking roll, Joe.
Yeah, but I would still start the Bills defense.
There's a lot of Kool-Aid in Miami, and it's called the Fitzmagic Kool-Aid. I said, Joe.
Fitz magic, man. He's gonna turn into Fitz tragic though.
Magic's going to Fitz tragic.
Fitz tragic.
Okay. Nicholas wants to know Melvin Gordon or Tevin Coleman.
That's a really good question too. I'm gonna check the matchups. Tevin Coleman, he's going against the Cardinals.
Derek Buck wants to say Foles or Carr. I'm leaning towards Carr, but not sure. I forgot Foles was back, man.
Yeah, I forgot Foles is back too. I'd go Carr. I'm with you, man.
Guys, I want to stop for a second. Guys, stop all your comments for a second, okay? Please. Just stop all your comments for a second. Guys, listen, I want you guys to make sure that you're doing the right thing for us right now, okay? Make sure that you're doing the right thing for us right now. Like the page, Sports Static. Dave, if you could please put a like link up there. Guys, we're doing the best we can for you, but we want you to throw it back to us. With all these people that are on here right now, come on now, click the like button and follow us. Also, if you guys want to call into the show, you can call into the show, okay? You can go right now, okay? You can go to leapalive.com/register. I'm putting it on the bottom of the screen right now. When you hit that register button on that page, it's going to immediately open a different landing page, and you're going to get the direct phone number to call this show right now if you would like to call in a pick. You can do so now. Just remember, guys, it's all about sports. Don't be calling me up with some crazy ship high in transit stuff, all right? I don't want to hear no crazy. I want football, okay? I don't want to know about what brand of hamburger you want, I said, but if you want to talk nachos, you're on the right page. So, guys, call me up now. Do the right thing. You're here with us. You're joining us. We're all enjoying each other. So hit the like page, all right? Hit the follow page before I block your ass right now, I said. I'm just kidding. We appreciate you all. This show's about the fans. That's you guys. To the fans, that's us. Joe, throw it back to him. And it goes right back to the fans. So, guys, I'm going to remove that link on the bottom of the screen. Actually, you know what? I'll leave it up there for a while. Right now, if you guys want to call the show. I'll leave it up there for a while. If you guys call, I'm just warning you right now. You're going to go immediately live to the show. So that's the way we're going to play this. Let me see if I can catch up right now with you guys, okay? Let's see. Where are we? Here we go. Let's see. Derek Zimmer start Kurt and sit Sutton or McLaren.
I would start Sutton, to be completely honest. I know Kirk did well, but he was going against the worst secondary in football. So
Rodney Davis needs 2. Sutton, Beckham, or Boyd. Sutton, Beckham, or Boyd.
I'd go Sutton and Beckham.
Sean Smallwood. He wants Brian Hill or Chubb, standard scoring.
Nick Chubb.
Brian Hill or Chubb, standard scoring.
Nick Chubb.
From Tom McDonald. Tom McDonald, what's up? Should I start Boswell, the kicker?
Yeah, you probably should start Boswell. He's a good kicker.
From Anthony. Out of nowhere. From Anthony. Anthony, what's up? Man, Anthony, I can't say your freaking name, man. Maroney's. Anthony Maroney's. Is that it, man? If it is, man, it's pretty cool. Coleman versus Arizona or Jay Brown versus Miami in the flex?
Coleman, running backs get more points. Coleman against Arizona.
Ted Wheeler, hey guys, what do you think between D. Williams or Chubb?
Have to start Chubb. I think Chubb's he gets more touches. So
Scott, going back to Scott. Scott Nestor, pick 3: Kamara, Ingram, Singletary, Hunt.
Singletary, Kamara, and Hunt.
Scott, did I see that before? What the freak? Ted Wheeler, PPR, Chubb or D. Williams?
Chubb.
Christian L. Jordan the second. I appreciate you, pal. Hunt or Chubb?
Chubb.
Mike Wagger, Raiders or Jets defense, and Brady or Ryan?
Ooh, Brady or Ryan? That's a good question. I like Tom Brady, even though Ryan did well, and then the other touchdown, the defense.
The other defense?
Did he say the defense? The other?
Yes, the other defense was Raiders or Jets defense.
I like the Raiders defense.
All right, check this out from Butch Campbell. That's a great name, Butch. I mean, that's a great name. Hey, Butch, what's up? No, I'm talking to the other one, Butch Campbell, I said. Butch Campbell, what's up? Pittsburgh defense or the Pats defense this week?
It depends, man. I don't know if the Steelers can stop the run, but let me check the Pats, who they're playing real quick. They're playing the Eagles. Yeah, I'd start the Steelers.
Derek Zimmer, Kirk or Sutton? I have McLaren and Chark also.
Sutton,
he said it. Eric Washington, Mike Williams or Landry?
Juice.
You got to go with Landry. Carlos Zambrano. Man, Carlos, what a freaking classic name. Carlos Zambrano.
Classic.
Okay? Carlos Zambrano. Hey, Carlos! Carlos Zambrano, I said. I love that name. Joe, seriously, can you say it, Joe?
Carlos
Zambrano.
Hey, I can't roll my tongue, but Zambrano. That sounds so white. Okay, what's the question?
Carlos.
What's his question?
Carlos. Chubb or Fournette?
Chubb or Fournette? Fournette's a monster, man. But I'd start Fournette because the Steelers' defense is good.
Anthony, you mind if I call you Tony? Hey, Tony. Anthony wants to know, with Stafford being hurt and maybe done for the season, and I hope he's not, but maybe he should be, would it be a good time to trade Galladay? Good question.
Oh, that is a good question. Who are you trying to get, though?
And that's just it right there, Anthony. Trade him for moving right along here. Sandy Catalini. Wow. Sandy Catalini. Klein, Hines, or Murray?
I like Murray. He gets a lot of red zone touches.
Dan Myers in the house. Dan, what's going on? Dan wants to know Andrews or H. Henry.
Man, you can go on either of those ones. I think either of them is a good start.
Justin Talley says Marvin or Terry. PPR.
Marvin.
Sandy's back. Sandy, Klein, Juju, or Conley.
Juju, baby.
Derek Buck. Derek Buck. Hey, Derek. Derek Buck. Crowder or Woods. PPR.
I think Woods.
Justin Talley. Hunt or Andrews. One PPR.
These are good questions.
Flex.
Hunt or Andrews?
Yes.
Look, I would personally take the risk on Hunt, but I think Andrews is safe, so.
Sean Smallwood, welcome back for another question. Sean, Brian Hill or Chubb?
Chubb.
Derek Buck's back, and he says Carr or Brady. You know what, Derek, you did?
That's a good
Hang on a
question.
second here, and I want to say this. All right, guys, I'm going to put the brakes on you freaks here for a second, all right? I'm going to put the brakes on you freaks for a second here because you know what's going on? I asked everybody to please like the page. I mean, you're freaking here, right? You're here. We're here. Let's make this a party. It's about everybody here, okay? And I asked you guys, what I did was I asked you. I said, no problem. The brakes on you freak. I said, no problem. Okay, that was my. I'm gonna do this. So guys, I said, sure, no problem. We're here. We appreciate you guys. I hope you appreciate us. I did, but here's the thing. I'm sorry, guys. I gotta take a time out here because this is important to me right now. Important. So important. Anyway, I asked you guys, you're here. Did you freaking hear that? I pumped the brakes twice and I slammed on the brakes on this show. I said, right now, okay? I slammed the brakes on this show right now. That's what this is all about right now. I pumped the brakes on this damn show right now. I'm asking you. Yeah, that's right. I locked them freaking things up. I'm telling you right now, like the show, damn it. And the reason why I'm saying this is, you know why I know? You want to know why I know? Because right now, what I'm going to tell you is Derek Buck joined the show. Thank you, Derek. You know how I know, Derek? Because you came straight up, right there on my Sports Static post. Producer Dave didn't have to copy and paste it for me out of the watch party. You actually liked and followed. Derek.
Thank you, man.
Derek, you the man. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. So, by the way, Derek says Carr or Brady.
Carr, man, because Carr's going against the Bengals. So, Carr.
Nick Hamlin, Juju or D. Monty?
I'd go Juju.
And then Kevin Gates. Kevin Gates. Kevin Gates.
Rapper?
Brian Hill or Singletary flex?
Singletary.
Great. Dave, do you still have the watch party going on, my friend?
Yes, can you hear me?
We can hear you
we can
great
hear him.
now, Dave.
All right. Actually, I have a request of somebody's asking if we can jump into the DraftKings since the game's about to start.
DraftKings, and we're too late for that.
We're too late for that.
Yeah,
All right.
we're too late, guys. We missed the DraftKings because we were just trying to catch up because we got a late start. But, I mean, pretty much everything we were talking about correlated into a lot of that. I mean, you guys know if you were going to do the DraftKings, and I missed mine too because I was too caught up in this, is that really when you're thinking about if you're going to do the DraftKings, okay? I mean, think about what you're going to spend. First of all, if you were thinking about starting that defense for the Pittsburgh, okay, you got Landry, you've got Chubb, you got Hunt, and I probably would be thinking about because you got to save a little money, Joe. They probably would have got a tight end or something like that.
Yeah.
You got Juju.
Juju, you have tight ends. Look, if you don't want to start any players today at tight end, I'd go Waller, to be honest. He's going against the Bengals. I think he does well.
Okay, so from Jason M. Smith, Greg Olson or Allen Robinson in the flex?
Man, I don't think Trubisky's very good, so I would go Greg Olson.
Okay, from Marcus de Jesus Martinez. You know what? When you got 4 names, you're the ship high in transit. And if you guys don't know what ship high in transit means, that means shit. Okay? So, I mean, I'm just putting it out there. So
No.
I usually refer to shit as ship high in transit. Okay? So if you got 4 names, you're the ship high in transit, Marcus. Landry or McLaren?
Landry.
All right. I want to go to a couple other things here, guys. I appreciate you guys being here. I do. Guys, when you're watching this show, one thing I want you to know, okay, and pay attention to, and I don't want you, really, I don't want you taking it hard if I'm calling you out and saying, hey, what the hell, you didn't watch the show, okay? All I'm asking you for, just don't do it, guys, okay? Don't come on here and start crying. Don't do it. That's all I'm going to say to you is just don't come on here and start crying. All right? You're better than that, I said. Joe, are they better than that?
You guys are better than that.
You guys are better than that. But I'm going to start crying if you guys don't freaking like the damn show, I said. So hit the like button and follow us. And as I had the lower third up there for you guys, that's for you to call in. You can go right there to leapalive.com/register. Hit the register button there. It's going to throw you the live number right now as we're sitting here. And you're going to get the live show going on. So we've only got about 20, not even. We've got about 8 minutes to go, guys, and then we're going to take a 15-minute recess, and we come back for the NBA show, the new NBA show. So if you got anything going on, make sure you get on there now for that. Okay, so, Joe, moving along with a couple other ones here of what we got. Dan Myers wants to know, Kay Allen, Brissett, Darnold, Fitz. He needs one quarterback to replace Wilson this week. He's replacing Wilson this week.
I'd go Jacoby Brissett if he's playing.
If he's playing.
Yeah.
And if he's not, I mean, I don't know, Joe, because you just don't know. It's a little tight, man. I mean, I don't know if I'd be going Allen or because the other ones are really.
Yeah, I would go Allen because is he calling Josh Allen or Kyle Allen?
He is calling Kyle Allen.
Oh, okay.
That's a little different, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a little different.
But you know what? He's been doing good, Joe.
Yeah.
Who they playing is.
I mean, they're playing the Falcons. We saw the Falcons did against the Saints, so. But I think I'd start Kyle Allen because the Falcons are still 2-7.
The Falcons still are 2-7. So that's what you get from that, guys. We want to thank you for being part of this show. It's been a lot of fun. Things I want you guys to keep your eyes open for. Okay, Sunday at 10:30. The show's back. Sunday at 10:30, the show is back. So make sure you catch us. Guys, just like the page. We got a lot more things going on. It's not just this Thursday show. As a matter of fact, there's another sports show starting at 8:45. I'm sure if you're into the football game, you'll be watching that. But just make sure that you're doing your due diligence, as we are, and you're liking the show. I didn't get to check everybody out on the YouTube channel today, but I will definitely make sure I catch up with you guys. Couple technical problems that held us back today, but we got them kind of ironed out a little bit, so we're feeling good about that. Joe, how you feeling about tonight's game?
Yeah, I think tonight's game is going to be a close game, to be completely honest. But I think the Steelers are going to pull it out pretty much just because of their secondary. I think they're going to blitz Baker Mayfield. He's probably going to make a couple mistakes, throw a couple interceptions. I think Minka Fitzpatrick, I'm going to make a prediction, he probably has another interception today, and the Steelers win it.
Joe, I think that's great analysis. However, I think that the Cleveland Browns are going to pound it down the throat at Pittsburgh. Go ahead and try to start Nick Chubb, okay? Nick Chubb is coming at you already wide open by the time he hits a hole. The guy's feet don't stop moving. Chubb, Hunt, okay? What a dangerous combination. And I'm telling you, they've had a week to refine that combination, and you're going to see it. And what's that going to do? Take the heat off. Take the heat off of Baker. He's going to bake it up. He's going to heat it up, okay? So look out, because I think you're finally going to see the Cleveland team everybody was thinking. Now, guys, remember this. Everybody thought we were going to see a much better Cleveland team because of the roster, because of the way it looked on paper. I really believe in the next coming weeks, you're going to start seeing that team. As long as the coach doesn't coach them to a loss, Joe.
I completely agree, but John, I really think Freddie Kitchens, he's been making some questionable calls as of lately, so I think honestly if the Browns don't do well, as I said, I think Kitchens is going to be gone. But yeah, I agree with you, man. I think starting Nick Chubb is great, but I think that Steelers secondary is definitely going to make the difference in the Steelers winning the game.
And I think it's going to be close, but I think if Cleveland can really be effective running the ball, I think that just they're going to control the clock in time of possession, and I just really think they're going to go after the quarterback here. I just think the quarterback position is going to hurt them, and if you ask me what quarterback today I think's better, I'm taking Baker. He'll make it happen. Joe, what do you think about that quarterback?
Look, I think Mason Rudolph's been good as well, but I mean Baker, he's kind of unpredictable. I don't know what I'm gonna get, to be completely honest. I think he does well today, but I think he also makes some mistakes. So, and the Browns actually, they've been saying that they might be going for another quarterback. They might be trying to get one if Baker's not doing well. So, but I think he's gonna do well, and I still got the Steelers winning.
All right, guys, what I'm going to do real fast for you. Here's what you're looking forward to and what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about all kinds of DraftKings Sunday morning at 10:30, okay? We're going to be giving you advice on your fantasy things, and here's something we're going to look at. Falcons at the Panthers, Cowboys at the Lions, Jaguars at the Colts, Bills at the Dolphins, Texans at the Ravens, Broncos at the Vikings, Jets at the Redskins, Saints at the Buccaneers. Great game. Cardinals at the 49ers. Bengals at the Raiders, Patriots at the Eagles, Bears at the Rams. Monday Night Football, the Chiefs at the Chargers. Joe, just hearing all that, how you feel in Week 11?
It's definitely playoff time. These games are going to decide who's going to be in what seed in the playoffs, so I can't wait.
They are, and it's still so wide open at this point, which is shocking, actually, how many losing teams there are, which is keeping these divisions tight. So it still is a wide open race, especially for a wild card spot, Joe.
I completely agree. And look, if Ian, I know you're probably not watching the show right now, but I think the Steelers do get the wild card spot, and if the Ravens start dropping games, the Steelers might win the division.
It's called the Browns. Watch the Browns. Watch the Browns all of a sudden start just humping it, man. And I'm not talking about the carpet, okay? But watch. They're just going to start bringing it. Joe, your final thoughts before we cash out tonight?
Final thoughts, man. Steelers are going to get this win in a close game.
I'm taking the Browns tonight, guys. Thank you for your enthusiasm. Thank you, everybody that watched. We do appreciate you. This show is from the fans. That's you. It's to the fans. That's me. That's Joe. And then we throw it back. Joe, throw it back to them. We throw it back to the fans. That's what this is all about. Guys, we can't wait to see you Sunday morning at 10:30 a.m. It's going to be a 2-hour show. Make sure you get there. Everybody, peace out. And enjoy, I said, and enjoy your Thursday night football. Peace out, my friends.